I didn't realize my reflection was still staring at me until I'd already turned off the bathroom light. It started 2 months ago, though I didn't recognize it as anything unusual at first. Small things. You know, the kind of stuff you brush off without a second thought. My phone would move from where I'd left it, or I'd come home to find a window open that I was sure I'd close. Normal, everyday absent-mindedness, right? Then I started noticing the mirrors. I've got a few in my house, one in the bathroom, one in my bedroom, and a long one by the front door. I'm not superstitious or anything, but they started making me uncomfortable. Sometimes, when I glance into one, I get this weird feeling that something was just off, like my reflection wasn't quite matching my movements. It wasn't obvious, just a split-second lag, or a shadow that didn't seem like it belonged. I told myself it was just my imagination, maybe my eyes playing tricks on me. The night everything changed. I'd been working late and was dead tired. It was around 11:30 when I finally got home. I went straight to the bathroom to wash up, and as I was brushing my teeth, I caught myself in the mirror. For the first time, I really looked. Something wasn't right. My reflection wasn't brushing its teeth, it was just staring at me. I froze, toothbrush halfway to my mouth. My heart started racing, and I told myself I was just imagining it. But then, my reflection blinked, and I didn't. I stumbled back, knocking over the soap dispenser, and the sound seemed to snap me out of whatever trance I was in. I turned away from the mirror, flicked off the light, and bolted to my bedroom. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I convinced myself it was a trick of the light, or maybe I was just overtired. I avoided the mirrors as much as possible, but the feeling stayed with me, that sense of being watched. I couldn't shake it. A few days later, it got worse. I was in the living room scrolling on my phone when I noticed something strange. From where I was sitting, I could see the edge of the hallway mirror in my peripheral vision. I wasn't moving, but I could see movement in the mirror. I turned my head slowly, dread pooling in my stomach. The reflection in the hallway mirror wasn't me, it was someone else. Same face, same clothes, but they were walking toward the mirror, while I was sitting completely still. I screamed and threw my phone. When I looked back, the mirror was normal. My reflection was just sitting there, wide-eyed and pale. I decided to cover every mirror in the house that night. I couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed sheets, towels, whatever I could find, and hung them over the glass. As I covered the bathroom mirror, I caught one last glimpse of my reflection. It was smiling at me, but I wasn't smiling back. I didn't sleep at all that night, and I didn't stay in the house the next night either. I booked a motel room and decided I'd figure out what to do in the morning. But even in the motel, I couldn't escape it. I was brushing my teeth in the tiny motel bathroom, staring into the mirror, telling myself I was safe. Then I heard it, a faint tapping, like fingernails on glass. It was coming from the other side of the mirror. I don't live in that house anymore. In fact, I don't live anywhere with mirrors. My new place is small, and the windows are covered at all times. But sometimes, late at night, I still hear that tapping. And sometimes, if I'm not careful, I catch glimpses of my reflection in the darkened glass. It's always there, watching, smiling, waiting.